Okay, guys, I just want to remind you that do you think the 2024 election makes any sense? Because I think, in my opinion, it doesn't. Whether it's an opinion or not, it doesn't make any sense, guys. Donald Trump and Joe Biden should not even be allowed to run for president. Especially Donald Trump because he's a convicted felon and he was in court. And if this was Joe Biden, the outcome would have been much worse if it was Biden. Just saying, or Barack Obama, whoever. I don't, I don't buy these things for a minute, guys. I'm not falling for it. This is ridiculous. I mean, no other country, name any other country in the world that ever had a former president run for re-election with a felony record. No other country would do this. Every other country, if you know what I'm talking about, name any other country in the world besides the United States that has allowed these things to happen. Because if nobody can get a job with a criminal record, how come no Donald Trump or Joe Biden are even allowed to run for president? And the history that Donald Trump has too, why would he be allowed to run? Just because something sounds good, guys, doesn't mean it does. Just because he says he's a Christian doesn't mean he is a Christian. Just because you sell Bibles to the country doesn't mean you're a Christian. It comes from the heart and it comes from the mind and how you live for Christ. And that you actually read the Bible and take the time. See, if he had read the Bible and he studied it, with a whole different story. The man has not read the Bible. And just because you quote a verse doesn't mean you read the whole thing. See, I've read the Bible. Did I read the whole thing? No. I read some of it. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, for whosoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. See, if I didn't read it, I wouldn't have quoted it, like I just did. So, you guys can say whatever you want, but no excuses to vote for a convicted felon like Donald Trump. And if anybody compares him to Jesus, you're sadly mistaken. And you haven't read the Bible, and there's no politicians in the Bible, so don't even twist it. Don't twist it to suit his sin. Joe Biden is no better, but Joe Biden did read the Bible. If you go watch some of his videos, he read the Bible. He quoted it way better. I'm not choosing Joe Biden over him, but I'm just saying that I don't choose any man over Jesus. I'm not going to start. I'm not voting for either one of them, so don't try to get me to vote. It's a waste of time. I got my own life to live, and so do you and everybody else. So that's all I have to say, guys. And it should be illegal for convicted felons, criminals to run for president. Anybody who's been investigated, anybody who has a criminal record, should not be allowed to run for office. And everybody could agree with that. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? Type in the comments below.